So yeah, perhaps I can just invite Kamaran to speak, and we will then get underway. So Kamaran, yeah, could you just simply summarize for us this recent trip that you had, your observations from on the ground, and the latest situation in the region? Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you so much for organizing this panel, and I'm glad to be one of the speakers in this panel. Since the operation started in June 15, we as CPT, we are closely monitoring the situation, and we are in contact with the villagers and civilians who are impacted by this military operation on the ground. Last week, we paid a visit to the area. We visited Amedi district and Shiladze, Dereluk sub-districts, and we visited some of the villages that there are clashes inside the village. What we have observed, Turkey is aiming to completely lock Metina mountain, and in the second phase of the operation, cross the mountain and reach Gara mountain and occupy Gara mountain. What we have observed on the ground, actually, since the operation started, 9 villages are completely displaced, and even some of the villages, Turkish soldiers have entered the village and asked people to leave. They told them you have only 24 hours, then you have to leave, otherwise we will bomb directly the village. And since the operation started, 19 civilian houses have been targeted and bombed. We talked to the villagers, and we talked to the people that their houses have been exploded. They explained it for us that there were not any PKK guerrillas even inside their villages. There are PKK guerrillas around the area and on the mountain, but they never ever seen any PKK guerrillas inside the village. But they are the people who has to pay the cost and leave their area.
I think the arrival of the Turkish army in Iraq and Kurdistan region will affect the balance of power in Iraq and Kurdistan in several ways. First, Turkish military intervention will damage the reputation of the Sudani government, and many Shia parties and groups, especially those close to Iran, strongly condemn the Sudanese government and consider it a weak and unpatriotic authority that cannot protect the sovereignty of Iraq territory.
Hello, everybody. I think, my co-panelists shared a lot of points that they didn't leave a lot for me to discuss about. However, I have a few points in addition to what they said. First of all, we should not forget that what's going on in the Kurdistan region of Iraq, and it's not something new that's happening. It has been there for years or for decades. First of all, and also at the same time, the presence of the PKK is also not new from the mountains of the Kurdistan region of Iraq or in the entire region. After the uprising of 1991 in the Kurdistan region of Iraq, where the Kurdish people started an uprising and removed the former Iraqi dictatorship administration in the 3 provinces of the Kurdistan region. So we established a sort of government